This is why people like write shit down and like plan videos. I'm coming up on like 2 months without a cigarette, so that's kind of like affecting me. What else? Oh, you know what? I was gonna say, like, I've really been good at laying off the caffeine, but I had sweet tea and lemonade earlier. I think that's why I sound out of breath and I'm so confused. I don't know. Anyways, there's a couple things that other people really wanted me to address. It's not really something that's on my heart, so I'm gonna try to just speak about it very openly as if I was talking to that person. So I had a friend reach out to me, and I think they really just wanted me to kind of elaborate a little bit on my experiences with leaving unhealthy relationships / friendships and how to deal with that heartbreak of leaving those friendships or relationships. Let's be real, I have ended many a relationship for many selfish reasons. I'm a Gemini, so like I'm flighty. Pretty much the second I'm bored and checked out, that's it. So I think that kind of gives me, I don't know, it helps me understand why other people have ended relationships with me or ended friendships with me, because I think it's really easy to look at that in a very, very selfish way. But you have to understand that some people have reasons for cutting you out of their life, whether it's, you know, you treat them like shit or you're constantly pulling them into your shit. People can get you in trouble. I do think that everybody has a brain of their own. You should be able to make your own decisions, but peer pressure is a real fucking thing, and I understand that. God, I mean, I can't... I had one friendship in particular that I had to personally walk away from because I felt like I couldn't concentrate on my own happiness if I was constantly burdening myself with their problems. I love being there for my friends, but I don't know, it gets to a point where people only want you around to bitch about their own lives, and they really just want somebody there to listen to them. They just want somebody to validate their feelings. Some people have already vented to all of the people in their circle and they're sick of hearing it, and now they've moved on to you. It's so much fun. And I'm not saying like if your friend's a whiny bitch, you should just abandon her and never talk to her again. I'm just saying sometimes you need to take a step back, take care of your own life, make sure you're good with yourself, and then maybe step back in and, hey, you know, sorry, I had to clear my mind. I needed a little vacation from all your shit. But I'm back now. Yes, I'm back. You could probably guess that the people that I have cut out of my life, I've let them back in. I've gone out of my way to bring them back into my life because I love them. Some of them. There are definitely some relationships that I've walked away from because, someone made me realize just this last week that I am a people pleaser. 28 years it took me to realize this and accept it and admit it to myself. I've never thought of myself as a people pleaser. I don't give a fuck. But I give lots of fucks. I hate when people don't like me. I hate when people are mad at me. I try to mold and shape myself into the person that I think people want me to be. And it's never worked out, ever. Until this most recent relationship, I don't think I've ever been in a friendship or relationship where I wasn't trying to be something that I really wasn't, which is why I love my boyfriend so much. He's just everything I could ever want more from a boyfriend, but I digress. On the flip side, there are people out there, maybe watching this video right now, who have drop kicked me out of their lives subtly and not so subtly in different ways. I've had friends just kind of disappear on me, and I'm aware that some of them have very valid reasons, whether it was because I did something absolutely shitty that I shouldn't have done, or I would say the only reasons I think people have kicked me out of their lives or ended friendships with me is because, one, I fucked them over one way or another, or two, they really just got sick of watching me sit around doing the same shit and decided, If I want to get somewhere in life, hanging out with people who live at home, who work part-time, whose mom pays for their car, that's probably not going to get me very far. So I really don't fault the people who have kindly walked out of my life. If anything, they gave me a lot of motivation to at least get to the point where they're at and see if maybe there's a possibility of a friendship, later on down the road, once I got my shit together. And guess what? I'm slowly getting my shit together. 28 years. Because people have had their reasons, and because I have had my personal reasons for ending relationships, I don't know if I'm the person to give you advice on how to cope with the heartbreak of ending those relationships, because I'm a tough love kind of gal. At the end of the day, there is somebody else out there who is willing to put up with your shit and probably thinks that the sun shines from your butthole. I'm talking to you, girl. I'm talking to you. Fuck that friendship, okay? If you need a friend, you call me, okay? At the risk of sounding like a chicken soup for your soul kind of person, people come into your life for a rhyme, a reason, or a season, okay? Some people are in your life to make you, to help you realize what you're willing to put up with and what you're not. Some people are in your lives just to kind of teach you a lesson. Don't trust people. Don't trust everybody. Don't trust everybody. And some people have their ways of coming back around, I talked to another friend this week. We talked about homeless people because I live in Las Vegas and they're fucking everywhere, unfortunately. I don't know how to say this, in a not dickish way. You have to wonder sometimes how those people ended up on the side of the street living out of boxes and tents. Of course, there are people living on the side of the street who have found themselves in terrible situations and have had terrible misfortune in their life, and my heart bleeds for those people. But then there are those people that you're like, what did you really do to end up on the side of the street? You have to imagine that either they have no one or they have just fucked everybody over in their life to the point where nobody cares about them anymore. And it's really, really sad. There's nobody on the side of the road who deserves to be on the side of the road. That's not what I'm saying. But I would never leave a friend on the side of the road. People make mistakes. I always give them a second chance, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, because I've been given many a chance by many people in my life. Goddamn, if it weren't for them, yeah. I'm also not saying that you should just forgive and forget. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I'm not very good at this sympathetic kind of advice. I'm the most empathetic person in the world, and yet somehow certain things just, I don't know how to deal with them. And heartbreak is just one of those things. I've had my heart ripped and torn into pieces and smashed on the ground in front of me while somebody spit on it. I've been there, and it really just takes time. Damn it, fucking chicken soup for Jackie's soul. I mean, you have to kind of admit that if they're not in your life now, obviously they weren't meant to be in your life, and there's got to be a reason for that. You either just accept that and move on, or you sit around moping about it all day, preventing yourself from making new friends, preventing yourself from moving on and growing. Why would you want to do that? I really hope that I can edit this into something worthwhile, something coherent, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know. I love you guys. I found the secret to hiding my frizz. Jackie. You know what? It's so fucking hot. I'm pretty sure I'm so oily. If this video just doesn't work out and this fucking light just ruins it, I'm okay with that. At least I fucking sat down and filmed something. There you go. Baby steps. Make yourself feel better. Practice makes perfect, okay? If you want to be like all the people that you see doing whatever it is that they're doing, practice. Practice. It's so easy. Or just sit around and keep thinking, man, I wish I could do that. Man, I wish I could be like her. Wish I could be like him. Practice. Fake it till you make it. Okay? That's what I'm doing.